let's see how we go here on this little new tripod. Come here. Just waiting to go for a walk. So we'll have to make this a quick one. Yeah, wait a second. But I really had to share this with you because... Oh, won't be a second. Oh, sit down. Sit down. She's a barky dog. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. This is in relation to business, and the issue with, and you'll probably try this yourself for the first couple of years in, and I hope that the sooner you can take this bit of advice on board, the easier the journey will be for you. And that is that everybody's journey to where it is that they want to go, be that, for example, say a certain amount of money that they want to earn, everyone's journey is totally different. The things that they get to sell are different. The methods that they need to use for marketing and building authority are different. The funnels that they get to build are different. If you even know what I'm talking about with funnels, there is actually no one PDF of success that you can just template into your own business and copy and get it to work, because everything's got to do with who you are as a person and what's going on with you, your body, your genetic coding, the genetic coding that's been going on in the trauma with your family for the last up to 10 generations. That's epigenetics if you want to read about it. But it's so important to work with where you are now as a person. And I'll give you an example, like with the coaches that I help with their business, and these are methods because I've used a lot of the methods, to be honest, because I'm not shy. Like a lot of people who are in business are quite shy, and that's fine. That's their personality. So one of the methods that I use that's really, really important to get yourself booked and in an organic way is to create authority. And when I say create authority, I mean to establish yourself as somebody that people want to listen to on a certain subject. Like, it's pretty obvious, I think, but maybe it's not. And so in terms of creating authority, there's a lot of ways that you can do it, and it's not that it's not going to feel comfortable, because it's actually, that doesn't make sense. It's going to feel uncomfortable because it's going to be a stretch, but it still needs to be able to be done by you without you sabotaging the out of it and having it not work because it really was going against your personality. It was going against your genius and the way you do things, and it was going against your genetic coding. So it's kind of like it's your own signature, that not only do you need to build the business that way, but if you try copying somebody else's marketing and the way they do marketing, it won't even work, even if you do it exactly the same and you've got exactly the same niche, because you, the receiver of what's supposed to be on the receiving end of receiving the inquiries, for example, you're different, you're unique. You really get to figure out a unique way to do not only the delivery of your sessions and the way you structure your business. Like, for example, with myself, I've gone from 100% face-to-face to not 100% face-to-face, probably 80% face-to-face, 20% online, to now being the other way around. Actually, now it's like 99% online and 1% face-to-face. And I get to change that. So that's why I'm doing that seminar that I haven't locked in a date for yet. But if you're actually local and you live near me, like in Geelong, Melbourne area, you need to come to this if you're a personal trainer, because I'm going to give everything away, everything to do with marketing authentically that will help you build authority, and that's what will get you booked out. And that will build your face-to-face business, that will build your online business, and then we're going to look at different structures in terms of how do you actually put your packages together and what do you charge for them. We're going to talk about all that stuff from low end to high end packages and what to start with first, depending on the gaps depending on where the gaps are and what you're not offering now. So I can't tell you how valuable that would be. And the reason I'm doing it is because I'm just going to give everything away. I've just decided I'm just going to give everything away, and I like talking. So that's going to work for me, and it'll work for you. And then I'll get to meet you and we can do some hot seat stuff where I'd like totally assess your business yourself if you want. If you're brave enough, and then all you've got to do is just go take action on the stuff. And to be honest, the reason things work when people pay a lot of money for them, and I'm looking at my own background here as well, as far as why I would implement stuff if I'm doing a course, the more I've paid for a course, the more of a container it becomes for me to actually do the thing. I will do the thing because just like you, I bet you, and so have I, got a million free PDFs in my inbox of things that I might have subscribed to over the years, of courses that I may have tried to do and not really done, or etc. Why? Because there's no real accountability. I'm not really in because I haven't paid. So it really does force the container to be created because the person opts in with whatever money they opt in with. So that's actually one of the reasons it's never spoken about to do with, I think, high-end courses. And I'm not saying this because you have to train with me. I'm talking about it in relation to you actually building this stuff for yourself and having a higher end course and understanding that it creates a space where people will make the change, because they'd be stupid not to, really, wouldn't they? You just get to learn to not onboard them if they're not the right if they're not the right type of people for you. Hey, it's okay. I know she's so excited. I better take her for a walk. Hey, I'm going to do a live, and I'm going to talk about sales and how to do them without doing all of your stuff to turn it into a transaction. And I know that that's contradictory because a sale is a transaction, but the reason business actually feels, hey, it's okay, go down and say hello in a sec, because she really understands what I'm saying, right? The reason business can feel horrible for females is because we try to, again, replicate what males are doing. I know I'm being sexist and I'm generalizing, but just hear me out for a minute. Business has always been done like, the templated plan. We follow the templated plan of what's been done in the decades prior. It's very masculine, and that's why it doesn't feel good. So, and one of the things that happens is we're expected to do the thing and move the widget, do the thing, sell your time, whatever, and turn it into a transaction for money. And so we assess the pathway that someone else has been on, and then we look at it and go, well, I'm going to do that too. But that's why it doesn't feel good, because we're doing the thing expecting the transaction of money to come through, and it doesn't feel good on purpose. So let's not do it that way. And the way then to build authority, to do the marketing and make the sales is something that I'm going to talk about on a Facebook Live on the business page today at noon. I don't know what the time is now, which is in a couple of hours. So it's Kate Martin Mentor on the business page. The recording will definitely stay there, but just comment below and I'll make sure I send you the recording. And I'm going to talk about how to build authority and make sales without trying to even turn it into a transaction, because that's the reason it feels bad. If you have a business and you're counting your money from a negative perspective and looking at it as if to say, oh my God, why can't I pay the bills? And just having this horrible relationship with all of it, and then you're applying that same paintbrush and juice to everything that you do, which is obviously going to make everything that you do feel bad and be almost repulsive, I guess, which is the opposite to what you want. You want to be able to create an abundance of great clients to work with, for example, if you're a personal trainer, of clients that make the transaction easy, of clients that actually do as they're told, of clients that turn up even though the weather is getting colder. Because you know what? Maybe they understand that they could put a jumper on, or you've got a roof over your head, or maybe you're even in a luxurious place like a gym and there's air conditioning. Hey, my goodness, maybe. But it gets to be a lot easier than what we think. And it all gets to be done from a perspective of whatever your joy is, because that will unlock the ability for you to do more of it, quite obviously. So I'm going to go into that in detail on the live at lunchtime today. I better go take this puppy for a walk, but I just wanted to pop up and say that in relation to... I've gone so far subconscious, I can't actually even remember what I was saying, which is good. They're the best kinds of videos, really, when you get off and you don't really remember what you said. So I think, wow, did that actually even make sense? I know that it made sense if you've watched the whole video. So go back and watch the beginning if you've only just jumped on. I will see you on the business page at lunchtime, and we're going to talk about sales without them being a transaction and how to create authority, get people to sign up without it being a big deal. And comment below if you want the details to the free seminar that's actually going to go for about 4 hours, where I'm going to give everything away and actually assess your business for you for free if you come as well. and I have nothing to sell while I'm there. I just actually want to give the stuff away. Talk soon.